Well, howdy, Team Ropers. I'm Tyler Viles here with my partner, Doug Van Dyken. And I tell you what, Doug just got back from a trip down in Arizona where he was getting some updates for the pro tips and video section. I tell you what, Doug, we just caught you off the runway. Literally got off the plane just minutes ago. And I tell you what, man, you're looking tan. Look like you got some sun down there. You're looking relaxed. Tell us a little bit about that trip in Arizona.
Well, I did get some sun, but I had to endure some rain first. But no, I flew into Phoenix on Sunday and then drove down to Tucson and took in a bunch of the Tucson Pro Rodeo as well as the Survey Roping, and then went back up to Scottsdale, took in the Scottsdale Pro Rodeo. But I think the highlight of it all was a lot of the guys that I got to interview. I mean, I got to interview some of the legends of the game. Clay Cooper, both of the Tryon boys, Charlie Crawford, Ellen Bach, Turtle Powell, Derek Begay. I mean, these guys are all double tough, and they really gave us some fantastic tips, and I'm really excited about that, because when you get a chance to dip into a wealth of knowledge like that from people with that kind of experience, you can apply that to your roping game and really make some giant strides, I think.
Oh man, I tell you what, I know all our WTRC members, a lot of excitement generated around that pro tips and video section. We kicked that off with Travis Tryon and Michael Jones, and I tell you, that was a big success. A lot of interest generated from that. And man, I'm excited to watch all these updates and just get some insight into some of the top pros, not only of all time, but going right now. I tell you, I just think that's going to be great. And I tell you, it's just getting bigger and better here in 2010 with the Wrangler Team Roping Championships, Doug. And I tell you what, talk a little bit about what we got coming up here in March for the WTRC.
Boy, March is kind of going to be the springboard month. We're going to hit it and roll from there. We've got Idaho Falls, Minot, and the Indian 3-irons all coming up in March, and a lot of cash and prizes being added to this deal. The one in Minot, the O'Keefes, they're putting up $1,000 cash for the high number guy and the low number guy, and nobody doesn't like cash.
Oh man, I tell you what, April's coming up too, right when we're kind of getting in the swing of things. You talk about March being the springboard, we're looking at 6 states coming up here in the next 2 months that the WTRC is going to be checking in with. We got the Snake River Showdown in Twin Falls, Idaho. That's a Jed Jacobs production. Then we also got Rock Springs, Wyoming, Hermiston, Oregon, Spearfish, South Dakota. Then we're coming back to Thermopolis, Wyoming. And I tell you, all 5 circuits, they're going to be in action, talking about the Big Sky, Rocky Mountain, Cascade, Snake River, Dakota. And I tell you what, you're going to be to a lot of these events. I'm going to be at a lot of these events. And I tell you what, man, I'm excited. We've had a couple of weeks to lay off here. And I tell you what, man, I just want to get on the road. I'm ready to go. And I tell you what, Doug, after we get through March and April, which I tell you what's just going to be awesome, we're coming back to Billings, Montana in May and talk a little bit about that.
Oh, Billings in May. Hello, Northern States Invitational. 4 Dodge trucks going out the door. 2 to the high number guy, 2 to the low number guys, and saddles, Helomatics, $173,000 in prizes alone going out in 3 days there, and then who knows how much cash. But it's something that you're going to want to have your hammer cocked and be there.
Oh, man, it's going to be great. I tell you what, that this year is going to be at the Expo Center, at the Metro Park Arena there. That's the second arena at the WTRC National Finals. And I tell you what, in past years, it's been at the Saddle Club there here in Billings. And I tell you what, a lot of history. And, man, it was great there. But I tell you what, we're looking forward to coming to the Expo Arena this year. And, you talk about that prize line, $173,000, big-time cash. And I tell you what, it's a chance for everybody to get involved. We talk about that number 8 warm-up rope, and then we got the 12-11, which we're giving away 2 trucks. And then you talk about the all-girl championships there. And then we go to that big number 7 with the number 5 incentive. And I tell you what, it's going to be awesome, Doug. Man, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. I tell you what, I want to get out of the announcer stand, pick up a rope, and let's go win a Dodge truck. But I tell you what, it's going to be exciting, man. March, we're just kicking it off here. It's going to be awesome. And I tell you what, you're refreshed, got back from Arizona. We've had a couple weeks layoff here. And I tell you what, I can't wait, man. Let's go.
I'm with you, Tyler. I'm looking forward to a fantastic summer, and it is right around the corner.
Oh, man, I tell you what, Team Ropers, do want to thank you for joining us here. I'm Tyler Viles. This is Doug Van Dyken. Doug, thanks a lot, man. Good to have you back. We missed you.
Good to be home.
All right, man. We'll see you down the road, WTRC members. Thanks for joining us. God bless.